that's a little bit of I Love Paris for you to demonstrate the idea of this video, which is how to harmonize melodies using this 6th diminished scale. Now, this is a follow-up video for the previous video I put up, which shows you how to do this in a major key. Go ahead and watch that and make sure that you're familiar with those ideas, because that shows you exactly the foundation of it. I don't want to take the time to repeat it here. But if you've watched that video or you already know how to do this in major, then I'm going to just show you the quick alteration to do this in minors. This should be a pretty quick video for you. So what we do is, in the major, we use this scale. So you choose the key that you want to be in. In the previous video I showed you C major because that's the easiest for us. So it's like a C major scale, but there's an extra note in between the 5th and 6th step, which happens to be a G sharp. So C, D, E, F, G, G sharp, A, B, C, right? And back down. Okay, the scale itself is named by Barry Harris, the great jazz educator, the 6th diminished scale. This is also known as the major bebop scale, not to be confused with the dominant bebop scale. You can Google all that and get super jazz nerdy on it if you want. What we're going to do is we're going to flat the 3rd of our scale. To make it, instead of a C major, we'll make it a C minor. So everything else remains the same except for the E. The E becomes an E flat. So okay. And same thing. So instead of having C major 6 chords going up, we're going to have C minor 6 chords. So C, E flat, G, A. E flat, G, A, C. G, A, C, E flat. A, C, E flat, G. And C, E flat, G, A again. Okay? And then the other chord that we're going to use is still B diminished. Nothing changes there. Okay, so now what we do is we harmonize that scale the same way. So we go C becomes harmonized with a C minor 6, D with a B minor or a B diminished, E flat is C minor 6, B diminished, C minor 6, B diminished, C minor 6, B diminished, C minor 6. That's right. Okay, so I Love Paris. Learn the melody first. I love Paris in the springtime. Cole Porter tune. Okay, so that's it. 3, 4. So now we're going to harmonize it. Now, when you have these chords, if you want to make sure to think of moving your whole arm to those chords, right? Especially because you have now much more limited mobility. The fingers are probably curved somewhat, and you need to take the fingers to the keys. So don't be afraid to really move up towards your register switches or the grill. So to help your pinky get to those black notes, right? Because the pinky is shorter, especially when it's curled, than the other fingers are. Or if the thumb needs to get to a black note, you're going to have to do the same thing. Usually people intuitively turn their hand for their thumb, but they don't intuitively turn their hand for their pinky just because that's a strange position. So you kind of think of the elbow, right? Think of the elbow moving in, right? Okay, so let's do it again. Right, so you're really moving the wrist and the arm. You can think of the wrist like an elevator or something. Try not to think of the fingers going to the keys. That's just a little practice tip for you. Okay, so now once you have this, you can harmonize minor melodies. And you can start with very, very simple minor melodies. You could do like, if you're into gypsy jazz, you could do a simple melody like minor swing. That would have you harmonize this in the key of A minor and then the key of D minor, which would be cool. You could do, like I just did, I Love Paris. Basically any simple minor key melodies are great ones to start with. So enjoy. I'm from rebelread.com. I teach lessons. I have learning materials up there. You can email me through the website or contact me if you're interested, or feel free to leave a comment on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos, and I hope you enjoy. Look for a follow-up video to this one where I'm going to show all of I Love Paris, and you're going to harmonize the first part with the minor 6 diminished scale, and then the second part we're going to harmonize with the major 6 diminished scale. So it'll be complete application. Okay, enjoy. Happy practicing.